If you do not get reparations soon, black folk, as I told you before, are through. Reparation is not a nicety, it's a necessity. What are the conditions? What are the conditions that precipitated black folk getting into this dilemma? And what black labor, white wealth did, it tracked 800 years of history in very systematic terms to show you every strategy, every technique, every law, every public custom, and every public policy that was used to enslave black folk around the world and to maldistribute almost 100% of all this nation's wealth, power, resource, privileges, businesses, and controls of all levels of government into the hands of the dominant white society. And what slavery and Jim Crow segregation did with black folk, it intentionally maldistributed all the resources away from black folk and created a real-life monopoly game. Black folk in America are playing in a real-life monopoly game that you're totally ill-prepared to play and win.
Peace, love, and reparations. Welcome to Black Star TV 2.0. It's your boy. You already know Black Star. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, that like button, hit the share button, and the notification bell to be notified when these videos come out. Today, family, I got a nice topic for y'all, a nice little episode. We're going to talk about Dr. Umar and this video that he put out, because we all know that he claims he is the prince of Pan-Africanism, and he pushes Pan-Africanism. And you know that the FBA, we are saying that Pan-Africanism is dead, just based off, you know, a lot of our brothers and sisters, not all, but a lot of our brothers and sisters from the diaspora who don't really want to work with us and, you know, liberate us all together, all around the world, all blacks around the world, right? So Dr. Umar has been adamant about Pan-Africanism and working with people from the diaspora, and has actually criticized Foundational Black American and Freedmen for calling out the tether class, right? And I want y'all to hear what he has to say. Here we go, family. Let me share my screen with y'all, and then we're gonna play this video real quick.
And unfortunately, so many of our African immigrant parents come to America thinking they better than us. That when someone like Dr. Umar Johnson wants to come to the African community in America and say, let me train your parents on how to advocate for their kids, they run away from me and run to the damn white man. Because he gave you refugee status. From a damn war that he started. When I try to help you, you run away from me and run to the white man because he gave you refugee status. And so now you think you've been blessed by God because the white man gave you refugee status in the United States. A refugee status that wouldn't even be necessary if the white man didn't start the war that you had to run away from in the first place. And then they tell you to stay away from black folks in America. So y'all get to America, start acting like y'all don't know who we are. But your damn kids is being special educated, miseducated, and black immigrant youth are one of the fastest growing prison populations in America. Black immigrant youth, black African immigrant youth are one of the fastest growing prison populations in America because you damn Africans come to America, some of you, and ain't got no damn Pan-African consciousness. Come to America and you ain't got no damn Pan-African consciousness. Thinking you better.
See, he admitted it. But and I'm gonna be honest, this is majority of the Africans though. This isn't like it's just some little section of the people over there that don't want to be on some Pan-Africanism stuff. This is majority of the people. This is why Pan-Africanism doesn't work. And this is why we've been saying it's dead. The concept of Pan-Africanism is great as a concept. I think it actually is something that should be being done. But again, it's going to take both parties to have to work together. One party can't be doing Pan-Africanism and the other party just doing whatever the hell they want to do, and that you think that Pan-Africanism is going to work. It's not.
Better than me when everything you get is a result of the struggle that we have been through.
And it's funny. That's why I say he criticizes FBA and Freedmen, right, about getting on them. But meanwhile, you're saying the same exact things that they saying. Tariq and them be saying, yo, y'all, the reason you even getting the stuff that you getting while you over here, and even the reason that you got over here is because of us. Same thing Dr. Umar said. But see, when it's a beef, and this is how I can tell, and this is why sometimes, sometimes you got to fall back from people, because you can tell certain things are being said publicly because they don't like somebody, right? So a lot of times in this community, in our community, we like to, disagree with somebody that's right just because we don't like them, right? And this is where we got this whole back and forth with the Pan-African thing, right? A lot of Black people know that shit doesn't work, right? But because other people push anti-Pan-Africanism, right? Well, I ain't even gonna say anti-Pan-Africanism, but because people are saying that Pan-Africanism is dead, right? Now all of a sudden, the people who knows that Pan-Africanism don't work want to push it even harder because they don't like the other person who's saying that Pan-Africanism is dead. Come on, man.
Everything you get is the result of the struggle that we have been through, and you want to turn your nose up at us because the white man gave you a refugee status card. Get your ass out my face. I don't deal with sellout African Americans, and I damn sure ain't gonna deal with no sellout Africans from the continent.
See? And that's true. We call our coons out, and that's the issue that we having with, the people from the diaspora and the Pan-Africanists. See, the reason why this video is being put out here right now, because Dr. Umar wasn't known for, I'm not saying he never did it. He might have some super, super old videos that he said it before, but he's really not known for getting on the people from Africa. And I'm talking about getting on them about their attitude and their behavior toward foundational Black Americans, not about what they got going on over there and how they letting all them control the resources and letting all the Chinese come in and the white people come in and take over all the land. Yeah, he complained about that part, but nobody ever complains about us. See, because they love to complain about, oh, y'all keep calling them tethers. That's divisive. Y'all keep calling them tethers. No. The ones, just like he's saying, the coon class of the immigrants are called tethers, right? Just like the coon class of our people, we call them Sambos. Some people call them Uncle Toms, but that's not the right term, right? Uncle Tom was actually a thorough Black person, right? But for the purposes of this, right, Uncle Tom, for most people, is known as a derogatory term of a Black person who sells us out. So you can't be mad that we got a term, that we made up a term for your class who's not on code, for Africans who's not on code.
I don't deal with no sellout African Americans, and I damn sure ain't gonna deal with no sellout Africans from the continent.
See, a majority of the people from the continent, I'm not going to say they all sellouts, right? But they're all not off Pan-Africanism. They're not all with working with foundational Black American freedmen, American descendants of slaves, right? Everybody doesn't want to work with us. So, and we cool with that. We cool with that, right? But just understand that delineation isn't hating. You can't be mad that we want to delineate from a people who don't want to rock with us. That's why Dr. Umar feels the way he feels right now in that video. They don't want to rock with you. They don't come over here. The United States is not allowing the Black power class over there, or the fucking grassroots from Africa to come over here and combine with the grassroots over here. It's just not happening. So the Africans that you do get that come over from the diaspora to America are the ones who not going to buck. Come on, man. They the ones that's not going to buck, and they know it. They are screening these people before they come over here in the United States. The only ones they not screening, and watch this, they only screening them on the basis of, are you going to be a nationalist or somebody who's trying to liberate black people over here in America? That's what they screening you for. You could be a killer, you could be a damn rapist, you could be an organ trafficker and all this old other stuff. They don't care about, yeah, come over here. Yeah, come on. Because as soon as we catch you, we're gonna lock your ass up anyway, right? But they don't want you to come over here with that black power mindset, that grassroots mindset, to come over here and rock with the grassroots like that. They're not letting them over here. You feel me? And shout out to the Africans in the diaspora. Shout out to some of the immigrants over here that aren't cooning, that aren't tethers, right? We need to work together. We really do. But at the same time, right, I need to work with my family to build a family business. But if my family don't want to build the business, nigga, I'm not going to keep trying to do that shit and keep trying to push them to build a business that they don't want to build. Because by the time they even do say yes, you're not even going to have all the passion that I have for it. So you're not going to put in all the effort because you never really wanted to do this shit in the first place. You're really only doing it because I keep bugging you. You see what I'm saying? So like, that's how it go, man. And that's why we don't want to rock with them at the end of the day, because it's not enough of them. Even the ones who aren't coons, even the ones who aren't tethers, they aren't telling us the ones that are, right? If you come over here and you get down with the black grassroots, if you're a African immigrant or a Caribbean immigrant, and you come over to the United States and you start dealing with the black grassroots, I guarantee you within the first day that you hanging with people from the black grassroots, that you're going to find out who the coons are in America. We're going to be like, yo, Roland Martin, what's her? Tamika Mallory, Jamel Hill, just start naming them down. You feel me? Al Sharpton, Jesse, you know what I mean? Obama, we just start naming them down. We start talking about all the people we know as coons. You feel me? The Tiffany Crosses of the world, all of these people, man, all of these people. We call all the coons out. We don't sit here and let y'all just run into them and then figure out that they're going to set you up later. You feel me? We constantly call our coons out. Look at anybody's page. Look at anybody's page from the black grassroots on Twitter or whatever, and see if you don't see a whole bunch of coons. It's going to be coons and tethers getting called out. I don't care which one you on, whether you FBA or you an immigrant. You get called out for your BS. And that should be, right? You should be getting really more than called out for your BS at this point, right? Shout out to Dr. Randy Short, who said the same thing I said about niggas need to start getting their head bust. Real talk. I'm not advocating it, and I'm not on here saying that I'm advocating it. But bro, for real, at the end of the day, because no other culture will allow people to undermine them as a whole group. The Italians that nigga would be in 1,000 pieces. Not Dr. Umar, but I'm just saying in general. The person who undermines the group would be in 1,000 pieces if that happens. That's why I'm saying, like, yo, we not supposed to be allowing coons and tethers and people from any other black culture to come around anybody black. We shouldn't let a Caribbean black come around an African black, and they're a tether without the other Caribbeans telling the Africans, like, yo, watch this nigga when he get over there. Watch him when he get over there. He be doing some sucker stuff. That's what you supposed to be doing. No, y'all allow all them niggas to come over here, and then they do all this sucker stuff, and y'all not even saying shit about it. So now then when we come out and be like, yo, Candace Owens is a coon. She's an immigrant coon. Hey, y'all divisive. Y'all divisive. Nah, we ain't divisive, nigga. We not letting you come over here to our crib and then just do whatever you want. You feel me? And drop all your trash off at our door and make us clean up all your goofy shit. Nah, hell no. Nah. And then have to defend, you feel me, your BS that's coming from your country. Nah, bro. Nah, we ain't off that, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that share button, man. We in the building. I want to thank everybody who supports the channel, man. I appreciate y'all, man. It's been dope. You know what I mean? Doing this YouTube thing. I had to slow down for a second because I had to try to get this little editing thing for straight, but I'm about to start picking up on the content. I appreciate everybody, man, for you know, who when I was gone for a couple of days, a couple of people hit me up. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the people who hit me on my Cash App and everything else. I love y'all for that. And we up out of here, family. We up out of here, man. Y'all have a blessed weekend, man. I hope y'all having a productive weekend. I hope y'all have a productive week next week. And